So one of my favorite Grateful Dead songs is, and one that I think was a favorite of Jerry Garcia's because he played it in the Jerry Garcia acoustic band as well, is Deep Elem Blues. I love the song, and I've spent a bit of time learning it, and it's so much fun. It never gets boring, and there's so much to do, and I think there's so much more for me to explore, but I'm just going to keep it pretty simple here and run through what I've learned so far. They sing it, they play it in E, but I'm going to do it in D, and primarily because it gives you a little bit more range here, the way that I do it. And also, I was practicing it with a fellow that I knew, and he liked to sing it in D instead of E. So basically, there's, I'll play the intro, and then I'll walk through what it is. So. Go down to Deep Elem, take your money in your shoes. Women in Deep Elem will give you them Deep Elem Blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Elem Blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Elem Blues. Okay, so the song is in D, and I'm playing it like a D7 like this. So it's like a C shape, and then you add the 7, the flat 7, but this is D, so it's like this. And this is really a great shape to play because it opens you up to all these. Now this song really relies heavily on this flat third, major third, root sort of lick. So that's a flat third, major third, fifth, root. There's a root, okay? In D, there's a root. You want to know where all the roots are. And then you can see the shape. You want to be able to play all the chords too. Like so, here's a D7, here's a D7. Here's a D7, here's a D7, here's a D7, here's a D7. So the scale is this really great major blues scale. Here's your root on the 5th fret of the A string, 5th fret of the 5th string. Here's your second fret of the D string, or the 4th string. Here's your flat 3rd fret of the D string. Here's your major 3rd, okay, 4th fret of the D string. Okay, ignore the 4th. Okay, to me the feeling is that you ignore the 4th because you're building tension up to landing on the 4th, okay, which is G7. Oh. Okay, see that? So I move to the 4 chord, and here you have your root, your 2nd, your minor 3rd, your major 3rd, your 5th, 6, flat 7 again. Back to the root. So those two shapes are pretty important. The one that is rooted off the 5th string and sort of headed in this direction. The root is here. Again, it's a root, the 2nd, the minor 3rd, the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th, the flat 7, root, second, flat third. You want to get familiar with these, like if you're playing it like this. So all I'm doing is I'm learning where the D's are and where the thirds are for the D's, okay? In the case of D, the third is a F sharp. So you want to know where those are. You want to know where the flat third and the third. So it's a F and an F sharp. In the case of G, it's a B flat to a B. And then with A, it's a C to a C sharp. And you use that to solo, and you want to know, like, if you're playing this kind of chord, it's like here. See, that's two things. That's doing that lick and landing on the root of that chord, and here's, which is the fifth chord, and then there it is landing on the tonic, the one. The only other thing to know is that, so the form is one chord, in case D, and then it walks up, right? A flat 7 from the 4 chord, and chromatically walks up to it, lands on that bar, all right, and then back to your 1, and then walks up again to the 5th. Now a lot of blues at that point go from the 5th to the 4th back to the 1. This one just hangs out on the 5 chord. Once I knew a preacher preached the Bible through and through. Went down to Deep Elem, now his preaching days are through. Oh, sweet mama. Now when I get here, I like to play it as a G7, and then I also like to add the 6 here, or whatever you call it. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's a 13, I guess. So a G13, and then hey, sweet mama, daddy's got them, and then I add those notes into the chord. So it's a flat 7, 6 to sing along with. Oh, sweet mama. So I strum a G7, and then the next one I strum a G13, and then I hit that. I do the same thing down here. Some sort of variation on, like, oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Elem blues, and then back to 1. And I'm kind of, now this is my interpretation of the song. This isn't like how Jerry Garcia and Bob Weir play it exclusively or specifically. I've listened to that track a lot, and this is what I've sort of come up with for one guitar, and that is hit this riff, this lick, and then every alternate one run up to the 7 chord up here. So it sounds like this. When it comes time to soloing, you can do the same as the intro. second bar, the second round, go around of solo, and you can build tension by playing the same thing up here, but instead of doing this, you can start with this fifth and flat 7 of the D, like a Chuck Berry sort of thing, and builds tension. So listen, so if it's I gotta figure that out a bit. Anyway, it's escaping me now how I used to play that, but. The thing is just messing around with, but the shapes are these sort of scales that I showed you. Right, that's in D, and then in G it goes here. Here's the root. That's that flat third root. And then the 5 chord, right, the A. Then you can start incorporating bends when you get comfortable, so. I can tell you, my playing has really improved learning this song and working it out like that, practicing it like that, learning a few licks that are become your anchor, and then you can start exploring things like, you can be playing like I'm saying, like. And then. like that. And then you can start slowing down. You should practice slowing down and trying to nail your the cues and the chord changes, but maybe not always landing on the root, but maybe the third or the fifth or the flat seven, you know. Try that again. Yeah, so it'd be like that, yeah. Anyway, that's where I'm at now. Is I'm going to start practicing breaking out of the structures that I just explained, and trying to explore sonically like different things, different tensions and resolutions and stuff like that. But you know, let me know what you think about this. I really dig this song a lot, and some of the best versions are on Reckoning, and the Jerry Garcia almost acoustic album that I just adore. I love that album so much. And also there's an electric version that's on Spotify from a show. So I think it's the only time I've heard an electric version. Sometime in the early 80s they played it. It's pretty fun too. Great song, Deep Elem Blues.